What's up? This is your host, Non-Fungible TC, Non-Fungible Today, and Non-Fungible Tomorrow. And the reason why you subscribe to this channel is that you want to have the latest crypto news and also NFT news and Metaverse news in one video, right? So welcome. If you're not subscribed to this channel, please do subscribe, like, and subscribe to content. This is a place where I talk about, the crypto market, the NFT market, and then I talk about the latest news that is happening on a daily basis. And then I'll talk about an NFT project. So let's look at the crypto market first. And unfortunately, we do see a sea of red in the crypto market besides Terra Luna. And if we look at the total market cap, there is a drop of 0.02 trillion, and then there is a 1.38% drop in decline on the last day, right? So when there is a drop in the global crypto market cap, it would definitely affect all of the prices of the cryptocurrencies, right? So as you can see, the trading volume in the past 24 hours has a 1.57% decrease. And then our DeFi is currently at 18.66 billion, which is 15.44% of the total crypto market. And then the volume of stable coins is around 81.28% of the total crypto market 24 hours volume. So it means that a majority of the tokens being held are stable coins rather than cryptocurrencies. So this market overview is very important every day that you should check it out if you are trading crypto, so you know whether the market is trading or whether the market is not trading, right? But I do have some crypto news that I'm going to share shortly, right? So but if you look at this, Bitcoin is still at 47,000, Ethereum is at 3.4 thousand. So right now we still are protecting the 3,000 range, so that is good. But definitely, as I said yesterday, when everything was green, you don't buy when everything is green. You don't chase pump, but you buy on red days, right? But would this continue to be red for a few days? We don't know. We'll have to see, right? So let's look at the NFT market, right? In general, the NFT market, some doing well, some not doing well. The things that caught my eye is project number 16, Crypto Skull. In terms of the floor price change in 24 hours, there's a 20% floor price change for Crypto Skull, right? So for those of you who do not know, Crypto Skull is actually a legacy crypto project. According to some historian in NFTs, they say Crypto Skull is the second profile picture project, right? And I went to the Crypto Skull Twitter, and it seems like what they have done is that they are rebranding themselves to Skull Nation, right? So their identity don't change. They are still a historical profile picture project, the second ever. But then they are trying to build a platform called Skull Nation, which would be a platform for future drops, events, and collab that add meaningful value to the community portfolio for decades to come. So this just announced in 6 hours, and if you check out Skull Nation, you'll find out more about what Skull Nation exactly is. So basically, it is a community platform and identity. It is a modern brand that will take this historic project into the future, right? So I think if you look at this, you'll see that the Skull Nation brand is meant to bridge the gap between the hundreds of thousands of people in Web3 space and the billions of people who haven't yet arrived. It reflects the conviction and authenticity of the current community while paying tribute to where they come from, right? So as in real life brands took to enter the space over the coming years, we believe that Web3 native community can leverage the Skull Nation brand to create powerful partnerships that help onboard other brands to the space. So basically, I think this might have some in real life collaboration with brands. So they are blessed to have such talented in-house design team that has worked with the likes of Apple, Nike, Disney, Netflix, Acquisition, and more. The future is very bright for Skull Nation. So it seemed fitting to make the Skull Nation the final within the Crypto Skull ecosystem, as it takes all of the other place pieces and combine them into the holistic world. And so basically, what they're doing is that they're adding a new brand under their NFT project called Skull Nation, right? And then through that Skull Nation, maybe they'll do collaboration to introduce people, and they also have an upcoming drop, right, which is the Alchemist drop, right? So I think this when people get wind of new developments for a project, it would definitely affect the floor price. So we have a 20% increase. But another interesting floor price change is Grey Boys, which has a 31.85% increase, right? So you look at the Twitter, right? So basically, Grey Boy is a kind of like a DAO, right? So you buy the NFT. Basically, you are part of the investment group that invests in different type of project. So you look at this, basically they buy like NFT world, so you have a professionalized ownership of NFT world, and then they buy different type of NFTs like Clone X from RTFKT Studio, and also they buy World of Women 2842, right? So the reason why I think this thing is blowing up is that they're actually having a AMA soon, right? And I think when you have project that is really delivering and that is really doing what they promise, this will definitely positively affect the floor price, right? So you have a 31% increase in the floor price, and then each of these NFTs are cost 1 point let's see 1.25 Ethereum, right? So there is a huge jump in the floor price. So that's it for the top moving NFT projects. Let us move on to the NFT crypto news. We see that institutional demand is there for Cardano because in 2022, large transactions on Cardano is up 50x, right? So if you see large transaction volume on certain blockchains, it could hint that there is institution players in that blockchain, right? So basically, what happened is that the crypto intelligence firm Into the Block reports the large number of transactions on the Cardano blockchain. So for those of you who do not know, Cardano is a proof of stake blockchain. It is created by Charles Hoskinson. Charles Hoskinson was actually in the Ethereum team before, but he came out and he formed the IOHK in Hong Kong, and then they decided to launch a new blockchain that is proof of stake, which is called Cardano, right? So this article basically says that hey, Cardano is experiencing increasing institutional demand, right? The volume on-chain transaction has increased by 50x just in 2022. So basically, they look at transactions with $100,000. If there's a transaction of $100,000, basically means that there are big money that is using this platform, right? So a total of 69.09 billion of ADA were moved in these transactions, representing 99% of the total on-chain volume. So basically, it means that institutions are starting to use this platform, right? And it is very interesting to see that the total value locked, so basically this is DeFi money, right, is at 303 million. So according to DeFi app tracker DeFi Llama, so just shy of the 326 million all-time high set on Thursday, right? So there is a slight decrease in the total volume lock. But basically, when you see huge transactions on a blockchain, it means they're being utilized. Institutions might be using it for DeFi or different type of purposes, right? So and also this year is in December, the apps were released on the Cardano blockchain. So that's why people are starting to use this, right? So, in Dubai on Monday, which is just 2 days ago, actually Charles Hoskinson gave a keynote speech at the Binance Blockchain Week, and where he spoke about decentralizations and difficulties in coordination and entails, right? So basically, the founder is doing a lot of PR and marketing for the blockchain as well. So definitely this is bullish for the Cardano blockchain. So if you look at Cardano, right, although there's a 3.14% decrease, right, there is a 18.17% increase in 7 days, right? And if you look at this, the rise in the Cardano blockchain in just like 7 days, right? It moved from $1-ish to now 1.18, right? At a high at 1.2 feet. So basically there was a movement, a significant movement. So a lot of things are making it bullish, right? So another crypto news is actually Axie Infinity. For those of you who do not know, Axie Infinity is a play to earn game, right? So as my title said, the Axie Infinity just got hacked. Yes, so basically their Ronin bridge. So basically Axie Infinity was on the Ethereum blockchain, but gas fees was high, right? So they created another blockchain, I think, which is called the Ronin chain, right? So if people want to bridge things like bridge the NFTs or the tokens from one blockchain to another, they'll have to use something called a bridge, right? So this bridge has been hacked for over $600 million, right? So basically, Axie Infinity was just hacked. There was a security breach on the Ronin network. The hacker ran away with around $600 million. And so basically, the hacker took 173,600,000 Ethereum and 25.5 million in USDC, which is the US dollar coin, right? So as told by the developers, the attacker used hacked private keys in order to forge fake withdrawals, draining the funds from the bridge in just 2 transactions, right? So the hack occurred on March the 23rd, which is just 7 days ago. but only recently discovered on Twitter when a user allegedly uncovered issues about failing to withdraw 5,000 in ETH from the Ronin bridge, right? So basically this is big news because it shows that hey, a big brand like Axie Infinity could be hacked, right? These bridges could be hacked. So when you look at the price of Axie Infinity, right, there is 2 tokens related to Axie Infinity, which is the AXS. So AXS. So if you look at the 7 days, right, once it was announced that they were hacked, the price dumped from $70 to $64 and then went down to 62, and only recently recovered, right? So basically, when hacks happen, people's faith in the blockchain kind of, would be shaken for a little bit, right? Another token that Axie Infinity has is Smooth Lock Potion that is being used in the game. If you look at by 7 days, wow! So it changed from 0.02 to 0.0198, right? And now they're slowly recovering, right? So definitely even big brands like Axie Infinity could be hacked, so it's always important to look at security. Always important to monitor where your funds are, make sure that, and also check on the blockchain that your funds aren't being taken, right? Because it took the team 7 days, right? 7 whole days just to find this out, right? So that's it about Axie Infinity. Our next news is actually from a different perspective, right? From a gamer's perspective. So Kotaku is actually a website where gamers, talk about the news, right? So you look at this title, right? So I know Zach has been quite critical about Web3 and also NFTs, right? So what he's saying is that, hey, developer announced NFT plans for popular game, get review bomb on Steam, right? So basically what happened is Storybook War is actually a popular free-to-play card game on Steam, right? So recently they have been, the company behind it called Good Luck Games has been acquired by FTX US, right? So FTX is a big exchange, right? So and then Good Luck Games decided to announce that, hey, we might incorporate NFTs and blockchain tech into the game. So and according to the studio, it also promises that it will make sure that the integration is ethical and makes the game better for players while making sure the fun comes first. And then if you see this comment, right, fake promises and non-specific plans are always a part of these NFT blockchain announcements. Weird. So you do see that the writer does have his point of view, right, which is kind of negative towards this. So the reason why I want to cover this story is that it shows you that actually different people have different views. Some people might be very bullish on NFTs and cryptos, right? But in the broader sense, some gamers are actually quite negative to NFTs as well, right? So it does take time for them to try to understand what is NFT, whether NFT is microtransactions or not. So if you look at this, right? So they said that on the store in the game, they had a overwhelmingly negative review within a few days, right? So 16% out of the 701 user review in the last 30 days are positive, right? So like around 84% is negative, right? So if you look at this, the developers was recently brought out by crypto company FTX that used to try to use the game as a test bed for NFT monetization strategy. No thanks. So a lot of negative reviews for people. A lot of gamers are negative towards NFTs, right? It's because they think that it is an in-app purchase and things like that. So I think crypto companies or people in NFTs and crypto should try to see things from different perspectives. So that's why I'm covering this story as well. And then now moving on to our next story. Actually Jeff Koons, right? Which is so this is an NFT story, right? So Jeff Koons' first NFT project is a riff on crypto's moon memes, right? So Jeff Koons is actually a high-profile visual artist, right? So he's one of the latest high-profile visual artists that decides to come into the world of digital collectibles, right? So Jeff Koons, the world's most expensive living artist, has announced his first foray into the world of non-fungible tokens and a new collection of physical sculptures, each with a corresponding digital trinket, right? So he is one of the more high-profile visual artists to venture into NFTs. And the twist for his effort is that in a nod to a long-standing crypto memes, these sculptures are literally going to the moon, right? Per a press release, what they're trying to do is that his NFT project is going to be moon phases and will make a lunar landing on the intuitive Machine Nova C lunar lander, right? to be launched on Pad 39A at Kennedy Space Center in fully autonomous mission. They'll end up in Oceania's Persalium on the near side of the moon. So basically, this is a collaboration with Peace Gallery, and so what he's trying to do is that he's trying to create sculptures that would be sold as NFTs, right? But these sculptures would actually be sent to the moon, okay? So this really reminds me of the Lamborghini project, the NFT project from Lamborghini, where they sent some steel or some metal into the moon and then brought it back to Earth, and then made them into physical goods as NFTs. So yeah, here's another news of how another artist is really bringing NFTs to the moon, right? Which is a meme that's always been used in cryptocurrency and also NFTs. So talking about new entry to the market, if you look at this, Batman NFTs is coming to Ethereum via Palm blockchain with planned Metaverse perks, right? So DC Comics decided to launch Batman NFTs. So for those of you who do not know, a few months ago, DC Comics during the DC fandom, right, gave away free NFTs for people who just sign up. And these NFTs are actually on the Palm blockchain. And after checking today, it seems like I got these NFTs. So I got 2 of these NFTs, but it seems like these NFTs cannot be exchanged, right? So it's kind of weird, but the team said they're gonna implement a trading system across the wallet, right? So this is another news, talking about how DC Comics decided to launch a Batman NFT. So the reason, so I won't go through detail in this article, because why not go to the website itself, right? So basically this NFT drop, and also the NFT that we're talking about today, is called the Bat Cowl drop, right? So this is the mask of Batman, right? And so basically what this is that the team plan to have a 2-year roadmap featuring new utility every 52 days. So you're actually paying for a experience for 2 years, right? So definitely this is not like a project that has no roadmap or no timeline, and it is being delivered by DC, right? So this is definitely backed by a popular IP company, right? So it is backed by a reputable team. So as your story unfolds, Batman will upgrade your Bat Cowl with your new utility, unlocking access to the wider world of DC. So basically, your future benefits is access to exclusive product and collectibles. So I think this could be physical product and also maybe digital collectibles. Access to exclusive Bat Cowl apparel collection, right? So it seems like this could be used in a metaverse. So you have access to this that you can wear in the metaverse, right? Exclusive access and benefit at DC fan events. So I think these events are going to be offline events. So you'll have exclusive access and benefits at the offline event as well. Advanced access to DC NFT collections, right? So you'll have advanced access to upcoming NFT drop probably. So the Bat Cowl Collection will be integrated into future stories from DC Comics, right? So additional surprise updates and drop yet to be revealed. So this is actually Batman's first NFT drop, if I understand correctly, right? So if you keep going down, you see they have exclusive features. New utility for DC Fandom 2021 NFT holders. So if you own the NFT that I talked about, you own this NFT, you'll have the special utility, right? And then collections is specifically for holders of this NFT. New engagement mechanics, unlock exclusive drops. So basically more future drops if you hold this, right? And also AR ready for social media integration. So I think you might be able to wear this on your Facebook, Instagram filter or something like that. Private fan forum, so exclusive content, third-party wallet integration, and metaverse ready design for future experiences. So maybe this could be used in different type of metaverse. We don't know. So if we look at this, right? So basically there's unlimited possibilities. They have different type of combinations, trades, light effects, and things like that. This is actually done in collaboration with DAS, right? DAS 3D. So for those of you who do not know, DAS 3D is a 3D rendering software company. They actually created the NFT project called Non-Fungible People, right? So DAS 3D is actually quite known in this NFT space. So this is done in collaboration with them. So this is the roadmap, April 2022. So this NFT will be sold on April 26th. So you have 26 days and 14 hours until it drops, right? But the drop would be blind, so it is a blind box, right? And it will be revealed in May. So in May, you have the reveal date, and then you have the attributes, rarity, and storyline of the unique collectible, right? And then in May, you can buy and sell any DC NFT mint on the Palm network. Collections supported at launch include Bat Cowl, Batman Collection, and DC Fandom 2021. So basically, I guess in May, people can start trading the NFTs under the Palm blockchain under DC, right? For those of you who do not know the Palm blockchain, basically they say they are a side chain of Ethereum. So basically it is my understanding is it is kind of a closed blockchain where it's being used by a lot of IP companies like DC and so on, right? So let me continue talking about this, right? So Bat Cowl becomes canon. Now the Bat Cowl's collection will be integrated into future stories from DC Comics. This is quite interesting. So it'll be 2022 to 2023. And then they will have exclusive channels. I'm not sure if it's gonna be in Discord or at their own proprietary chat platform, but you have exclusive assets, you have exclusive product and collectibles, and then you'll have exclusive Bat Cowl apparel, and also VIP fan status at future fan events. You have exclusive NFT collection, advanced access, enhanced wallet capability. So this is interesting, right? Right now the wallet cannot transfer these NFTs, so you have to wait at a undefined date in order to transfer this NFT to non-custodian wallet like MetaMask, right? So personally, is this really an NFT? If this is something that is being controlled by a company where you cannot transfer freely, is this really a digital asset, right? This is a question that you have to think about when you purchase this NFT. But if they're gonna build this in the future, non-defined future, I think they will definitely try to do something about it, right? And then AI interoperability with social media platform, future engagement mechanics, and new utility for fandom 2021. And then secret surprises along the way, Metaverse ready. So maybe these could be worn in the Metaverse. So basically, Palm Network, according to them, is a new token-powered ecosystem for NFT, which is connected to Ethereum and feature low gas cost, fast transaction finality. Oh, talking about Palm, I remember. Finally, I remember. The Matrix drop was actually done by Palm blockchain as well, right? So that was what I was talking about. So 99% more energy efficient than proof of work such as Bitcoin and Ethereum. But as you can read here, right? When you buy these NFTs, it's not gonna be transferable to MetaMask, right? You can't trade it, right? You have to wait until they develop the trading feature. So I would be hesitant when I buy this, to be honest, because you know this is being stored on your DC account, right? It's not being stored in your wallet, right? So they own your wallet. So this is not really a interoperable NFT as of this moment and in the near future until they develop that feature, right? So the reason why I'm quite hesitant is that there would be 200,000 NFT drops, right? So they are dropping 200,000 of these NFTs. So the good thing for this is 200,000. It would mean that they'll be they're catering to the mass. More people can have these NFTs or buy these NFTs, right? But the problem is they're selling it for around, let's see, $300, right? So yeah, 200,000 these NFTs will be available for purchase at $300. So from US dollar value, it looks expensive, but this is actually 0.1 ETH, right? But you're buying an NFT that is not interoperable, that could not be freely traded immediately. And you can only trade it in the marketplace in May 2022. So this is definitely not the NFT that you can actually interact with OpenSea and things like that, right? But to be honest, I think it's twofold, right? Well, if they sell it using US dollar, you know, you don't need to own cryptocurrency to buy this, right? And they're selling a lot of these, right? So many people could have access to this. It could be, and if you're a fan of Batman, definitely without a doubt, because this is the first NFT drop, right, for Batman DC Comics, right? So there is definitely a historical significance. But the problem is, it's very hard for these NFTs to trade in an open market, right? Because that blockchain, Palm blockchain, is being owned by the company, right? It's closed blockchain, so there is no difference as someone creating a website and saying you own a certain thing without using a private blockchain to verify that you own that NFT. what if that private blockchain fails, or what if it goes down or something like that, right? So it is two-folded. I am positive for this because it is by a big brand, right? It's by DC Comics, and it has a 2-year roadmap and different type of utility, including Metaverse utility, right? So if you're a huge fan of Batman, you want to wear it in the Metaverse, definitely you should check this out. But my only concern is it is not a really Web 3.0 NFT, where it is very interoperable, where it works with MetaMask, where you could buy this, store it in your MetaMask. Because when you buy this, it's gonna be stored under the DC wallet, which is the custodian wallet. It's gonna be in your DC account, right? So, you know, definitely do your research, see if that's something that you're into. If that's not what you are into, then maybe don't buy it, right? But if you want to own something that has a historical significance, or if you're just a huge Batman fan, and if you want to experience this, definitely check this out, right? Same thing with the Matrix NFT drop, right? So that's it for today. We cover a lot of news. And for those of you who missed this, if you know someone who missed this, I'm gonna share a tweet about the whole thing and also my thoughts. And it is gonna be a daily tweet. And also I'm gonna share a Instagram post about what I discussed today. So I'm looking forward to see you guys tomorrow as well. This is your host, Non-Fungible TC. If you like this, like and subscribe. Share this with your friends. If you know someone who likes Batman, share it to them, because I gone through what this project is about, what utility it has, and you know, my personal thoughts towards it. I think this is a pretty cool initiative, has a historical significance, but not a perfect or 100% Web3 NFT. So this is your host, Non-Fungible TC, signing out.